Those of you that keep trying to defend and somehow legally justify what happened in that DMV, I totally respect your efforts. However, you're wrong, and it doesn't matter how you shake a stick at it. You will never be able to prove the legality or how it could ever be right. And I'm going to point this out in two ways. The first of which, many of you have mentioned that a DMV is considered public. Wrong. That is private. It is considered government property, and it is something you cannot simply just take your family in with your drinks and your lunch, sit down and hop on their Wi-Fi and just watch something on YouTube or watch your Disney Channel right there. If you don't have DMV appropriate business, they're going to boot you out. It is a private government building with public access for those that have a purpose to be in that building. That's number one. Number two, take these specific individuals and just put them in a whole different environment. Take somebody that is completely garbed up the exact same way with the same camera and lighting rigs, everything, but put them in a building where your minis go to broaden their minds and learn how to live amongst society, where they have to go Monday through Friday guaranteed from, I don't know, anywhere from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And sometimes they're there on the weekends and in the summers. You get what I'm saying. Or take these same individuals and put them in an area in a park where your minis go to let out some of their energy, run around, play games, ride on things. You get what I'm saying. Make this individual less of a racist and more of an E-Files participant. Hell, let's go with J.E. himself. J.E. announces that his intent for these recordings are going to fall in line with what an E-Files participant would do. They are going to disseminate it to their E-File listers, and they are going to treat it in a way that an E-Files participant would. So you put them there, and they're going to stand there masked, and they're going to record your minis doing what your minis do, and then take it and do what an E-Files lister would do with that sort of content. What you're missing and what's happening is the intent and what they intend to do with that stuff. There is nothing legal about it. And let's not pretend for 1 second that a DMV doesn't have their own cameras, because if you do, you're delusional. A DMV has their own cameras. There's absolutely no reason for a masked figure to be in there with their own lighting and camera rig and recording those that they wish to do untoward things to later on in time. It's completely unnecessary. The intent is highly illegal. The actions of garbing yourself in a DMV in many states is not legal. And when you're talking about in an Uncle Sam capacity, in Uncle Sam's buildings that Uncle Sam funds for Uncle Sam's purposes, 9 times out of 10, it's not legal there either. You guys need to think about intent and things. Do a little bit of critical thinking. Because there is absolutely no way you can argue what happened in that DMV is legal and doesn't violate your constitutional rights or the constitutional rights of anybody on this soil. Because again, it doesn't matter if they're a legal citizen or not. As long as they're on this soil, our Constitution protects them. What happened there is illegal.